Welcome everyone to our Pega Customer Service 24.1 What's New overview. I'm Jeremy Kemble. I'm on our customer service strategy side, and I am joined today by the inimitable Kat Austin from Customer Service Product Marketing. And we are here to announce the highlights of our Pega Customer Service 24.1 release. All right, Kat, are you ready to go?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Let's do it.
All right, let's get moving. So let's start with a look at our top line investment themes. This is really just the highlights, but we do want to call out some especially notable parts of this release. In the first column, if you've been following the past couple of releases, you've likely noticed a significant amount of investment in Pega Knowledge Management. And now we are releasing a brand new product called Pega GenAI Knowledge Buddy. And Knowledge Buddy combines the best of semantic search, customer context, and generative AI to deliver concise, trusted, and sourced answers to everyone, everywhere. And then we weave those answers throughout the customer service experience to help everyone who touches the solution easily access the answers when they need them. Now, up next, we continue to deliver market-leading intelligence and automation to our customer service agents. We like to say we help make every agent your best agent. And here again, we're continuing on our investment themes from 23, especially as we leverage the latest generative AI technologies to augment our already impressive automation solutions. And finally, in the third column, another consistent through line of investment for us, continuing to make it easier to configure, deliver, and administer your Pega solution, and then make that solution as widely available as possible. And once again, you'll be unsurprised to see a series of AI, conversational AI, generative AI related enhancements, with just a couple of the highlights called out here. All in, leveraging the latest in AI and automation to help everyone do more and improve the experience of everyone who touches customer service. Now I'd like to hand it over to Kat, who's going to share some more detail on how we're weaving knowledge throughout customer service.
Thanks, Jeremy. So Jeremy just mentioned how this release really focuses on leveraging the latest in AI and automation to help everyone do more. And our advancements in knowledge play a huge part in this theme. And we call this knowledge for everyone. And it's all about the buddies. It's all about those smart AI-powered assistants that give everyone the information that they need so they can be absolutely brilliant at what they do. So now customers can find answers whenever, wherever with Knowledge Buddy. Agents can gain instant expertise with Knowledge Buddy. And admins can speed up configuration with Implementation Buddy. So first, let's see how customers can benefit from Knowledge Buddy. The big benefit here is that customers can find answers whenever, wherever with Pega Knowledge Buddy. And let me point out that Pega has enabled customers to self-serve through web-based and mobile-based knowledge sites for a long time. So this is nothing new. What is new here is now Pega GenAI is working behind the scenes to gather multiple sources of information from knowledge bases, and then it synthesizes all that information into easily understandable, reliable answers that give customers the exact information they need whenever they need it and wherever they need it. With Knowledge Buddy, you can empower customers to find trusted answers over self-service web portals and chatbots. And in the image here, we can see an example of Knowledge Buddy generating an answer from within a web-based help site. But you can also provide Knowledge Buddy in conversational channels, such as chatbots. And Knowledge Buddy can bring even more intelligence to self-service by considering the customer's case data in its answers. So Knowledge Buddy can actually personalize answers based on customer context. So this means it can understand where the customer is in their service journey, and it can give the customer the best guidance based on that knowledge. So Knowledge Buddy knows where the customer is and what the next steps are. But what's even better than knowing what to do next is actually doing it. And this is what Knowledge Buddy achieves. It can transition seamlessly from answers to action by providing case workflows to the customer. So effectively, it's giving the customers the tools they need to carry out their own service journey so they can get the job done on their own time and at their own pace. And enabling your customers to self-serve in this capacity frees up your agents so they can focus on more complex engagements. And speaking of complex engagements, Knowledge Buddy can also help agents by arming them with the knowledge they need to solve complex problems quickly, so they can effectively gain instant expertise with Pega Knowledge Buddy. And very similar to the customer's experience with Knowledge Buddy, you can give agents instant contextual answers, no searching or researching required. So your agents no longer have to spend time searching through documents for the answers they need. Of course, this constitutes an enormous productivity gain, but also we have to think of just how amazing it must be for customers to receive service from an agent who has this almost superhuman understanding of everything. And on the other side, how amazing it must be for an agent to be able to deliver this highly knowledgeable service with confidence and ease. It must feel amazing. And this high quality service is something that's easy to maintain because you can quickly drive updates and changes to Knowledge Buddy using Pega Knowledge. So first of all, Pega Knowledge is a knowledge management solution that's available either as a standalone application or as an integration with Pega Customer Service. And note that if you license Pega Knowledge Buddy, you also get the Pega Knowledge application as well. And in this application, you can manage all the information consumed by Knowledge Buddy. And one of the core features of Knowledge Buddy is its security. Knowledge Buddy generates answers safely and securely. And one of the ways it does this is it ensures security and privacy by assigning user roles and excluding private knowledge categories. So people only see the information they need to see based on their role. And as the administrator, you determine which people see what answers. And speaking of administrators, this new release has a new knowledge feature that offers a tremendous boost for admins. And this new feature essentially helps admins speed up configuration. And it's called Implementation Buddy, and it's available to Constellation implementations. So what benefits can admins expect from Implementation Buddy? They can receive guidance with concise, personalized answers to every Pega customer service configuration question. So very much like Knowledge Buddy, the admin can type in a configuration question and Implementation Buddy will respond with an article that guides the admin through the whole process. Now, how does it do this? It leverages documentation and guidance directly within the configuration experience. So it combs through Pega's technical documentation to get the right answers right away. What does this mean for admins? It means that they can understand quickly with single summarized responses that include links to source documentation. This means that admins can work fast to configure what they need to configure, and if they need more information, the source documents are right there for them to access. But if you really think about it, what's going on here isn't just a matter of Implementation Buddy providing answers. Implementation Buddy is also teaching admins while they are actively engaged in carrying out those configurations. So really, we can say that Implementation Buddy is also accelerating learning with step-by-step instructions for setup and maintenance. This is experiential learning, learning while doing, and it ultimately makes admins more knowledgeable about the product. And speaking of knowledgeable, Jeremy is here to share some of the super cool advancements in Pega Customer Service that really provide a huge boost to the agent experience.
All right, thank you, Kat. I'm not sure if I qualify as knowledgeable, but I'll do my best. Unsurprisingly, we continue to invest in a host of features and enhancements to bring efficiency and confidence to your service agents. We like to say our automation tools and intelligent guidance help make every agent your best agent. Whether that's a new hire that really benefits from the guided workflows to get them through their work, to seasoned agents that know exactly when to pivot a tactical service engagement into something more meaningful to the customer and the business. So let's take a look at a couple of the highlights here. You'll see that the title of this slide is Keep Your Promises. And this begins with the ability to leverage GenAI-powered summarization on any of the engagement channels. Now, our initial version of summarization launched in 23 as an extension to our voice AI solution to help with call wrap-up. But now we're adding that capability to the other core engagement channels as well, including even on long emails. And we're enabling it not just on wrap-up, but also when transferring or escalating an engagement, so that the next agent can get up to speed quickly. But then we've extended that functionality in a couple of really important ways. So as part of the summarization effort, we're also looking for statements of commitment that your agents may have made while interacting with the customer. And these might be outside of the normal flow of work. In the example on screen here, the agent said, "Oh, I'll go ahead and confirm vehicle availability on behalf of the customer." Right? That's not something that's normally part of the workflow, but that an experienced agent recognized was necessary in this case. So we've recognized that the agent said something that sounded like it required some follow-up. And then we, being Pega, can automatically create and pre-populate a follow-up task and then assign and track that work. So the end result isn't just an efficiency gain, though it is of course that. It also helps prevent customer frustration and callbacks if something is forgotten or not followed up on. And if we look at this in an asynchronous channel like email, it can take on a couple of additional shapes as well. So I already mentioned the core summarization functionality, but we're also able to do a couple of additional things given the nature of the interaction and the content in play. So as we inspect and summarize the content of an inbound email, we can identify what the customer wants to accomplish and relate that to a workflow to execute the work. And now that we know the workflow, we also know what information or data is required to complete it. And we can compare what information we need with what information we've already extracted from the email thread, and we can figure out what's missing. And then given all of that, we can even recommend the right response to the agent. And that leads us to another set of enhancements related to leveraging generative AI to automatically draft agent responses. Now, in this example, it's in a chat or messaging channel. This is almost always more efficient and consistent than building out sets of static libraries of common phrases, but you can still ground this in your trusted Knowledge Buddy answers. All right, recall that Knowledge Buddy uses an organization's own knowledge, documentation, and content repositories as the source of its answers. So it's not hallucinating these responses, right? It's using the context of the conversation and a collection of the organizational knowledge to generate that best response. And then it's using the human agent as the reviewer, editor, and approver before sending that out to the customer. So that's just a couple of the many highlights that we've got of new functionality to help make every agent your best agent. Now, back to Kat.
Thanks, Jeremy. So we already saw a while back how Implementation Buddy works and how it can really supercharge the configuration process for admins. But we have other new features aimed at admins, particularly aimed at helping admins drive better experiences. And this involves reaching more customers with enhanced translation support and delivering smarter chatbots faster with Pega GenAI. So let's dive into a little bit more detail here. So in this new release, there are loads of new advancements that enable contact centers to reach more customers, specifically with enhanced translation support. And you're going to see these enhancements over multiple channels and capabilities, including voice and chat. So now you can serve more customers with support for voice AI languages, new voice AI languages. And just to ensure that everyone watching knows what this is, voice AI provides real-time AI guidance for agents. So essentially, voice AI listens to the customer on the call, it understands what the customer needs, and then it tells agents what to do and what to say next. And Pega continues to invest in voice AI, and providing voice AI in multiple languages constitutes part of that investment. So now, Pega provides native voice AI support for Dutch and Spanish, and more languages are coming soon. And on top of this, third-party voice AI support is available across multiple languages. And now you can also serve more customers over chat and messaging with real-time third-party translation. And you can see this at work in the image here on the screen. And yes, these translations include Pega messaging AI support. So you can take advantage of all that real-time AI goodness across languages. And this means that just like voice AI, your agents are guided through their chat and messaging interactions, so they always know what to do and what to say. And this is just one way we're bringing more intelligence to the chat experience. Likewise, we're also pumping more intelligence into our chatbot training experience by leveraging Pega GenAI to deliver smarter chatbots faster. So this is all about using AI to generate thousands of utterances, thousands of ways of asking a question to train a chatbot at revolutionary speeds. So now contact centers can deliver smarter self-service faster by training chatbots with Pega Gen AI. And you can see an example here on the screen of the question someone could ask if they wanted to change a payment date, for example. So essentially, with this tool, you can prepare your chatbots for action by auto-generating training phrases like the ones you see here. On the admin side, all you need to do is enter in a topic, and then you let Pega Gen AI do the rest. This simplicity means that you can deploy, adapt, and maintain chatbots quickly and easily for optimum customer experiences. And in the end, isn't optimizing customer experience at the core of everything we do?
It absolutely is. Thank you, Kat. Now, before we sign off here, I did want to take a minute to remind everyone that what Kat and I just walked through was only a select set of the release highlights. There is a ton of additional functionality baked into this release, and we encourage you to check the regular release notes, documentation, and training for the full set of new features and enhancements. Kat, thanks again for helping share some of these amazing highlights with me, and we will see you all next time.